We've been talking about why we need to watch our mouth, and really I can't get away from that. If we were to spend time until Jesus came, we would still not exhaust the fact that we've got to watch what we say. Brothers and sisters, please hear me. What you are going through right now that is challenging you in your marriage, what you are going through right now that is challenging you in your body, what you are going through right now that is challenging you with your children, what you are going through right now that is challenging you in your singleness, I'm here to tell you it's a test before you enter into what God has for you. What God has for you in 2024, He's not going to create it in 2024. I'm here to tell you that what God has for you is already producing. As we sit here today in this sanctuary, what God has in store for you is already producing. He's got clients, He's got people, He's got connections, He's got hands, He's got faces that you haven't even seen that are listen to me, they're waiting for your arrival. It's already set up. That's what grace does. Grace does for us what we can't do for ourselves. Grace provides for us what we can't provide for ourselves. And the only one who can do that is God. God has provided for you things in your future before you ever even arrive. Now, you might be surprised when you show up and it's there, but it's been waiting for your arrival. But the sad thing about it is, if you don't get your mouth in line, there's a great possibility you could disqualify yourself from what God has for you. God has doors that He wants you to walk through in 2024. God has areas of fruitfulness that He's already prepared for you in 2024. But what you and I have to do is we have to walk by faith intentionally and obediently in what God has called us to do, because if not, if we don't get this in line, what God has for us, we can disqualify ourselves from. Now, I know, I've heard it. What God has for me is for me. I'm here to tell you that's not true. What you experience in 2023 is nothing to be compared to 2024. But you're going to have to qualify with your mouth. And it's going to make you look like the odd one out when you start calling things that be not as though they were. It's going to make you look kind of strange when people know you're struggling and you call yourself blessed and highly favored. It's going to look crazy to people. It's going to sound crazy to people when you start speaking words of faith intentionally, that I'm going to be able to pay this off. I'm going to be able to pay cash for this. I'm going to be able to bless this family. I'm going to be able to do that. It's going to sound crazy. But when you get your mouth in line with God's plan for your life, God will endorse you.
Seeds of greatness, seeds of greatness, seeds of greatness in you.